Let me tell you about a ladder. There's a ladder of human existence. When a baby is born, okay, it starts out, and what's the one function it has? What's job one for that baby? Everything that baby comes in contact with goes in the mouth, right?
Right.
Okay. What's the difference between that baby and someone who has just lost their job, or someone who is the recent victim of a national disaster or a natural disaster? What's the difference between that baby and a too much in debt yuppie executive that is just on a survival mode? The first rung of the survival ladder has to be food. And until that is taken care of, what we have is a situation where nobody can do anything. Now, let me give you some perfect examples. That's not just in this country. If you look at slavery, if you look at the feudal system, if you look at sharecroppers, and if you look at a totalitarian government that controls its people, what do they all control it with? Yeah. They control those people with food. If you can keep everyone at just the survival mode, every waking hour is totally committed to just providing the food for that day. We've seen this happen in many of the Iron Curtain countries and all of the stuff. You see the poverty that's the result of taking from the rich and giving to the poor, and all this equalization so that everybody is equalized at a survival level so that they can't go to the next step. What's the baby do? It's on that bottom rung, hanging on for dear life, eating. Until that's taken care of, if that baby is standing in the crib crying for food, they aren't going to get to the point where they think. They aren't going to get to the point where they have emotions, where they start to have feelings and start to learn. They're going to stay right there until they get that solved. That baby, that out-of-work engineer, that mom that's that single mom that's just trying to feed her 3 kids, and that disaster relief individual, they're all at the same spot. No matter where they climbed on the level of human progression and their development as an individual, to their creativity, to maximize their capability as a human being, whenever one of those situations hits, boom, they go right straight down to that bottom rung. Right. And that's where people no longer have the choice to think and feel and fight to retain their liberties and freedoms and become who they're capable of becoming. Yeah. They are literally at the survival level.